Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 4, Episode 17, Rules of Engagement. I did not like this episode. This was a little rough one for me. So it's directed by LeVar Burton, who I've said over and over again is a fantastic director. I think he was going for something new with this episode, like kind of a twist. But yeah, it missed the mark for me. It was almost like a documentary, and I didn't like it. It starts out kind of good. Like the teaser is Worf going through like a ship, and there's all sorts of dead Klingons everywhere, and then he wakes up and Odo's like, "Are you ready for your trial?" And you're like, "Oh shit, what happened?" And then the whole rest of this episode is Law and Order Star Trek, and it's Worf basically in court with like a Vulcan judge. Cisco is defending him, and then another Klingon is prosecuting him, played by the amazing Ron Canada, which we've seen him before in The Next Generation, and then we'll see him again. He's a good actor. He's a character actor. He's in a lot of Star Trek. He was actually in Orville not too long ago. He's just kind of fun actor to see around and stuff. But throughout this episode, to boil it down, Worf was commanding the Defiant, a Klingon bird of prey cloaked, and Worf had the Defiant kind of turn, and because there was a freighter, and he thought that the bird of prey was about to attack the freighter, and they're like, "We're picking up blah blah blah," and Worf's like, "Fire," because that meant that the Klingon bird of prey was about to uncloak, but instead it was a different ship, and he blows up that ship and kills everybody on board. And Ron Canada's character, the Klingon, is basically prosecuting him because he committed murder and he killed all these people. And Cisco's saying that it was an accident and he didn't mean to do it. And so they go through this whole trial interviewing Bashir and O'Brien and Quark and all these characters to be like, well, did he do it out of rage? Did he do it because he was a Klingon and he was blinded by war? And did he do it because he was neglectful? Why did he do it? And there's some interesting scenes where, like, the Klingon basically pisses Worf off enough that he, like, punches him in the face, and he's like, "I thought you wouldn't hit an unarmed man." And then, and we get to the end, and it turns out that the Klingons had faked the whole thing. But what got me is whenever they would do these interviews, like with Quark or O'Brien or somebody like that, or even Worf, like they would go back to that moment and then just have the character look in the screen and break the fourth wall and be like, "Well, this is how it happened." And it just instantly took me out. And like I said, it was almost like a documentary. Like I just didn't like this episode. It made me uncomfortable. So, and I mean, if they had filmed it like a standard episode, maybe I would have liked it more. But I've said before, like, I'm not big on the courtroom drama episodes. So for those who have seen this one, did you like that scene, those fourth wall breaks where they're looking right at you, telling you, "And then I said this"? Or did that take you out in a bad way? Did you like it? Did you know that Worf was going to get off by the end? Go ahead, let me know what you guys think about this episode, because like I said, I could not get into this one. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the subscriptions and everything, and I will see you guys next time for Hard Time.